My name is Publio. I'm gonna sing a couple of songs to prepare our environment, to prepare our soul for the Spiritist Talk tonight. So welcome to our meeting. First of all, I'm gonna sing a song called Vibrate.
It's time to open up your heart. It is time to love one another. It's time to take part. Vibrate always, loving and serving everyone. Vibrate always, loving and serving everyone. When we give our heart in charity, our lives are transforming into songs. Our dreams become reality, and we join Jesus for eternity. Vibrate always, loving and serving everyone. Vibrate always, loving and serving everyone. When we give our heart in charity, our lives are transforming into songs. Our dreams become reality, and we join Jesus for eternity.
Now I'm gonna sing a song that really calmed me down. If I close my eyes to pray, I heard the sound of the sea far away. If I close my eyes to pray, Jesus cradles me, in his arms I sway. Body harmonizes, how well done in the hay. Music lifts his spirits and sweet ballet. Nature's love, a constant giveaway. In joy and peace, my heart finds its way. If I close my eyes to pray, Jesus cradles me, in his arms I sway. If I close my eyes to pray, I heard the sound of the sea far away. If I close my eyes to pray, Jesus cradles me, in his arms I sway. Body harmonizes, how well done in the hay. Music lifts his spirits and sweet ballet. Nature's love, a constant giveaway. arms I sway. If I close my eyes to pray, Jesus cradles me, in his arms I sway. Now, song to Mother Zephyrina. Source of love that radiates, warm in our power, cold nights, support and comfort, support and comfort, cascades from down the mountain, calling the children of earth with love in their hearts, with love in their hearts. My soul never loses hope, because your love always teaches me the solution lies in hard work. The solution lies in hard work. Oh, my Mother Zephyrina, harvest of wonderful blessings, make your small son a good Christian, make your small son a good Christian. Source of love that radiates, warm in our power, cold nights, support and comfort, support and comfort, cascades from down the mountain, calling the children of earth with love in their hearts, with love in their hearts. My soul never loses hope, because your love always teaches me the solution lies in hard work. The solution lies in hard work. Oh, my Mother Zephyrina, harvest of wonderful blessings, make your small son a good Christian, make your small son a good Christian. And now I'm gonna sing a song, Good Old Man. It's about our protector, our mentor, Dr. Bezerra de Menezes. Blue crystal eyes, color of the sky, gray bushy beard, Santa's look alike. Shine on your brothers on earth, suffering, living joy, or in pain. Blue crystal eyes,
helping myself. Your words now are so crystal clear. Your teachings have no frontiers. To see all these transformations, we just have to put love in action. Now I understand. Helping others is helping myself. Your words now are so crystal clear. Your teachings have no frontiers. To see all these transformations, we just have to put love in action.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. Welcome to our Spiritist Talk. We thank everyone for joining us tonight. Before we start, we would like to share a couple of announcements, as always. We ask you to turn off your phone notification and find a quiet place if possible. Our meeting will have a 30-minute presentation followed by Q&A. Then, after the presentation, we will have a spiritual treatment with your passes and magnetized water. So we invite you to set aside a container with your water to be magnetized. Our meeting is being retransmitted today by Continental Conference Americas through their Facebook and also every Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern by Kardec Radio through their Facebook and YouTube. For those who want to learn more about Spiritism, Get to Know to Spiritism is a free and online course that happens every Saturday at 5:15 p.m. Eastern. New class will be starting the fall, so it's soon. Reach out for more information through our social media and our Tuesday talks, and stay tuned. We offer virtual live gospel at home. Did you know that? The gospel at home is an effective support for you and your family's spiritual harmony. We will motivate and guide you in establishing and maintaining the gospel at home study meetings. By posting this chat, you can request it. Please let us know. Sorry, just one second. You are welcome to include your or someone else's names on the list of positive vibration for incarnate or disconnect. The person you indicate will be assisted by good spirits to provide healing energy and strengthen goodwill. Please find the link in our chat. The topic of today's meeting will be Let the Children Come to Me. Items 18 to 21 from chapter 8 of the Gospel according to Spiritism. Blessed are the pure of heart, which will be facilitated by our brother Publio from Toronto. Everyone is welcome to write comments and questions in the chat, and they will be addressed at the end of the talk. And now we would like to invite our tonight's speaker, who will also do our opening prayer. Welcome, Publio.
Hello, Marcel. How are you?
I'm doing good, my brother. How are you today?
I'm okay. I'm okay. Thank you. I'm very happy to be here again. So,
Yeah. Okay,
Very
yeah,
happy.
I'm very happy to have you here, and I'll let you do your talk, and I'll see you later, okay?
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Bye.
So, dear brothers and dear sisters, as you know, every time we start our meeting, we have the initial prayer. So, I'd like to invite you to be with me, to participate with me with this small prayer. Just say, thank you, Lord, for the opportunity to be here. Thank you, Lord, for the blessings that we had all day long, all the week. I'd like to ask for permission to start our meeting today, asking a permission to the good spirit be with us, inspiring us for these moments. So stay with us today and forever. So be it. Dear brothers and sisters, what a happy day we are here and share those moments with you. And tonight, as Marceli said, we're gonna have the chapter 8. Blessed are the pure of the spirit of heart. Let the children come to me. Is the final part of the chapter 8, items 18 to 21. So this chapter is very interesting, actually very, very important, like other ones are important too. But this special one talking about children and what Jesus Christ wants to leave to us this message. So before we go ahead to go to the items 18 and 20, 18 to 21, I'd like to come back about what happened in the beginning this chapter. Like, let's see a summary of the teaching of the spirits. So what they gave it to us, because as we know, Spiritism is the consoler, promised consoler for per Jesus Christ. So must console our heart. And this chapter is in the Gospel according to Spiritism. So we started insights from the chapter 8. We saw, sorry, this since the beginning, a spiritual Jesus Christ was talking like Matthew and Luke was talking about the spiritual purity, moral reform, and divine justice. So we saw this in a couple of weeks before, different brothers, sisters, talking about this. They interpret Christ's call to purity through the lens of the Spiritism. So, innocence, healing, suffering, and the law of cause and effect. So, all these we saw in the beginning of this chapter. And showed us, brought us many different informations, spatial, showing what really means this passage when Jesus Christ was in that time, and just to remind us what happened in this case. Jesus Christ was like always had people around, and of course the kids are curious to know what that man that talking with everybody have to say to them. But as always happened, the adults was much more in numbers, and the apostles was trying to avoid them. The kids was making too much loud and uh, talking and happy, and the apostles say, no, give away, no, don't, no. And the Jesus Christ said, no, stop it. Let the kids, let the children come to me. So he started teaching. But what really Jesus Christ was trying to say to us? Because he said many different things about the children come to him. And we saw this already in the past weeks. So the deeper meaning of let the children come to me. First one, not merely a call to physical children. These teachings is not only about the kids, the physical children, represent spiritual infancy, the weak, ignorant, the morality undeveloped. So Jesus addressed all who were humble, innocent, and in need of guidance. So that's what really Jesus Christ was talking about. Of course, that he, as a master, he used the moment to bring to the people in that time and for the future a bigger message, because he knew that time that the innocence, the humble people that were listening to him would look like an infancy. He goes more, a spiritual childhood and moral rebirth. And for many more than one time, he mentioned this, the necessity of rebirth. And that's the point, the time to rebirth the spirit, to start again, the people that wants to change for a better way. So Jesus invites to all to approach with childlike trust and simplicity, because the kids are very simple, they are very trustful, so they come to him with the open heart. It's totally different when we start judging in adult way. So Jesus Christ talking about spiritual childhood is different nativity, but openness to trust. So it's very important to us to understand that the childhood is not. There are spirits that already reincarnate, and they are ready to start again. They are ready to learn something different. And this is a call to mature souls of goodwill, ready to learn and evolve. So that's the point. So all of us are mature spirits, mature souls, and we have a goodwill to learn and evolve. So that's the reason Jesus Christ asked, let the children come to me. So let's continue. I still making a remake, just showing what we studied before. So the Spiritism, as we know, the continuation of the Christ teaching, came to reveal the universal law of spiritual growth, that we understand that reincarnation is a blessing in our life. That's the reason we reincarnate 1, 2, and was so important this part that Kardec asked to the spirits in the Spirits book and said, how many times we need to reincarnate? And the Spirits was very clear and simple, as many as we need. Because no longer blind obedience. No, now is intelligence, faith, and conscience moral effort. So the Spiritists came to bring us to the proper way to think. It's not that the faith, the blind faith. We have to understand, we have to ask for, we have to study. That's the reason, for instance, that Marcel mentioned about the spirit, Get to Know Spiritism is a free online course for us to study. Because when we study, we have a tendency to bring those teachings to our life, to incorporate a new rules, a new laws. And that's what the Spiritists came and bring to us, a law of reincarnation, brought the reviving the law of love that Jesus Christ brought to us 2,000 years ago. The thing what was is clarified through what is. Nowadays, we understand all the miracles because Spiritists came and show us what is those miracles,
how this operate. So how is the spirits can influence in our life, the daily life. Continue. Spirit is a message of consolation. Jesus Christ offered milk to the weak and the suffering. He always brought close to him those that have thirsty. They were weak, they were suffering, because he have the food for the soul. He was the food for the soul. So that's the point. The Spiritism came in, bring this back. This is a consolation. So if you come to Spiritism, it must be a opportunity to brighten up your life, because Spiritism is consoling. We have to study, probably we have to start to understand, especially when you are suffering. It's hard to understand, but when we start and we change the way we see things. So his call is universal, is to the fearful, feeble, afflicted, and ignorant. His gift, love and charity, the supreme balm for all ones. So, as you know, probably you know already, in Spiritism we have this saying: without charities, there is no salvation. So, Spiritism brought this, how important it is to share, how important it is to do a charity, because when you give to other, you get it back. And again, these teachings is not only for the spiritists, it's for everybody. Any religion can come and study with us, understand. By the way, in the last year, we have one person that we studied with us. He wasn't Christian. Actually, it was she, the lady. She wasn't a Christian, but she said, "But I really believe there is something else behind of everything." She heard about the Spiritism and she came to study with us. So again, when you study Spiritism, it's not gonna change your religion. You don't need to change your religion. You don't have to do those things. The real changing is inside, how you see things, how you feel things, how to understand what happened with us. So the power of love and charity, so is the very important part of Spiritism. Love equal a divine fire, a protection, strength, and inner peace. With love, no fear, complete trust in divine will. Possessing love, true treasure, untouched by the earthly decay. So we saw this most of the religions, but in Spiritism we learn the love is a protection. The love give us strength and inner peace. With love, we have no fear. We really trust the divine will. So all these we saw before. I still didn't start what we're going to talk today. And the whole of women and mothers. So Jesus Christ brought 2,000 years ago this conception. Jesus' tenderness resonate with mothers. How important is the motherhood? How important when we bring a new born in earth, a new opportunity for that spirit to restart it. He symbolized a spiritual paternal love, guiding immature spirits with patience and compassion. So all of these Jesus Christ brought 2,000 years ago. And of course, here we're not talking only about moms, but we know that fathers that guide, that provide everything for the kids, fathers, So independent of this, but how important is to guide the newborns? How important is to have in our responsibility? I said, Publio, but I don't have kids, but I have some friends, I have nephews, I have nieces, I have people, because we, like or not, we can influence people the way we are. So let's influence the best way as possible with Jesus Christ. So it's this is subject is so important. In the Spirit's book, there's a question very important. Say, Publio, but so the spirits. So we in constant growing. We are in constant development. What is the use for a spirit of passing through the state of infancy? So shouldn't be very important. Why the spirits go to the infancy? No, totally dependent for the mom and dad in the first years. So look this question 383. Look the answer the spirits give to Allan Kardec. The aim of incarnation is the improvement of the spirit subjected to do. And a spirit is more accessible during the childhood to the impressions he receives, in which may conduct him his advancement, the end to which all those who are entrusted with his education should contribute. So look at how important. So here we see a particular point that the spirits gave to Allan Kardec. Not only the mother and the father, but who are entrusted with his education should be contribute. So all of us, in the end, all of us, maybe be your son, your daughter, your son-in-law, or your daughter-in-law. It's a kid in the street. We are a teacher. Nowadays, it's very popular. This word, he's an influencer. So yes, we are influencer in many different ways in our job, our conduct in the street. We influence people. So let's do this with the most dedicated part, especially the kids. So finally, the remake from the another weeks, rejoicing in God's will. So gratitude in pain and joy, a sign of spiritual maturity. So with the Spiritism, with this chapter, we start learning how important is the gratitude. But the gratitude in all time in our lives, not only when everything is beautiful, everything is happiness, but even when we have pain, when we have trouble, we have to be gratitude. True love accepts trials as opportunities for purification. We learn in Spiritism, in many different books, not only in the Gospel according to Spiritism, as just remind us in this moment about the mediumship of Francisco Cândido Xavier. He psychographed more than 450 books and bring teachings from the spiritual world through the mediumship, bringing us opportunities to learn, understand. We have most of us are here in trials, learning, but we also have missionaries that come to the earth to bring us the example. So constant thanksgiving purifies the soul. So the most the spirit evolved, more thankful he is, more thankful he accepts all the pain, all the joy, he accepts the trials, Because when we real love, now I'm going to ask you a question for the parents. So what we do in law, in name of the love of the ones that are with us, like the parents do everything is possible, even though sometimes hurt ourselves, we do to make the good for the kids that we are responsible for. So in the I think 18, there's 18, 19, 20, 21. There's a case very important. The spirit, especially the olden days, used to be very, very frequent. People go to the spirits asking for a blessing, asking for a miracle. And this particular spirit, VNA, he used to cure the people that comes to him. And they brought to him a woman, a blind woman. And he said, well, let me talk about this. Sometimes we think the blindness, the disease that we have is something very bad. And this spirit came, Vinny, and told the people what's going on. He said, okay, blindness sometimes is a blessing of expiation, not a curse. Physical laws may protect the soul for greater spiritual harm. So he brought the teaching that sometimes we suffer something, we have some disease, we have some source of let's say pain in our life, and we don't understand. We want to cure and fix everything. So the spirit came and said, look, sometimes the blindness, in this case, the blindness, sometimes the disease is a blessing of expiation. Because in this chapter, we also learn how important to try to look for what's the cause. Remember that I saw about the law of cause and effect? That's the point. Because sometimes we are suffering for something and we cannot see the reason in this incarnation. And the spirit came and brought, say, look, a lot of times the reason they are suffering something now, if you don't find the reason in this incarnation, is because it's in the past. Like, let me try to make it very easy to understand. If you know that if you try to jump from the table to the floor, you can hurt yourself. But even though you try to jump and you hurt, so we cannot blame our life. We cannot blame the love of God. We cannot blame anybody because because I was stubborn. I didn't listen. So I tried to jump and I hurt myself. So where's the cause of my pain right now? Oh, the cause is something that I just did right now. But sometimes we suffer some pain and we cannot find the reason. And the reason might be in another incarnation. That's what this spirit of VNA came and brought this point of view. The blind is a bless. The light within the blind. Here is kind of the blind can see spirituality. And he was talking still about the woman. And he said, well, maybe she cannot see the material world now, but she can see the spirituality. Freed from worldly distraction, they live in contemplation and divine intimacy. Blindness of the eyes is often the true light of the heart. We see even in movies, people that are blind, they see in a different way. They see with the heart, they see with the soul, they see the feelings that generally the person that get distracted with the eyes, with the sight, they cannot see. So he continued, the danger of the sight. Sight can lead to a temptation and downfall. If your eyes cause you to sin, a metaphor for removing a spiritual cause of evil. Better to lose an eye than lose the soul. And bring us again the console. Spirit is a consoler. So sometimes, and he was trying to prove his point of view, that the blindness in that woman wasn't a bad thing, was for her progress, for her development. And many of us have different diseases. We know, for instance, diabetes, right? Lot of cases, especially diabetes type 2, is because the things that we eat. And a lot of times, changing our habits, we can just fix the disease and don't have anymore. So what I'm trying to say, a lot of diseases come to us to teach us different way, to teach us that we have to change. Again, this chapter brought us this important message that the changes that we are looking around is starting ourselves, inside ourselves. So again, the spiritual justice is the law of cause and effect. How important to understand the cause of law, the law of cause and effect. Suffering is different, random, or cruel punishment. We can suffer something without thinking that is a punishment of God. Oh, God is punishing me because I did something wrong. No, we have to understand. And sometimes this suffering, the case, for instance, the diabetes, is not because God is punishing us. It's showing us that if I change my habits of health habits of alimentation, we can fix those problems. And most of the time, we are eating wrong. Now, the divine justice is a perfect, every effect has a cause. So we have to understand every things that happen has a perfect cause. Nothing is randomly. Everything has a purpose. Everything has where and when. So past lives' actions often explain present afflictions. We can see this in many different books, not only in the gospel, not only in the Spirit's book, but among all the books that are wrote by many different people, and sometimes incarnated people that showing us that explain to us the present affliction. It's reflecting something that we did in past lives. So you can ask me, Publio, why do we have difficulty to comprehend the delights of heaven? So the point is, everybody, there's a saying that everybody wants to go to heaven, but nobody wants to die. So, yeah, Publio, you want to go to heaven? Yes. Okay, so die today, you go to heaven. So it's very hard to understand this. It's always being a very hard. Remember, in the beginning of the Christianity, the new Christians, they were thrown in the circus for the beasts to eat, and call the many different names. So the new Christians was they were in danger, they die in name of Jesus Christ. But not everybody was prepared for this. And if I ask you, or if you ask me right now, Publio, are you prepared to die right now in name of Jesus Christ? Of course, I'm gonna say, okay, just die. And so, but Jesus Christ came 2,000 years ago, and he told us, like, in the beginning, everything was very, very hard. And nowadays, nobody, they don't put fire in on us because we are talking about the spiritism, we are talking about miracles, we are talking about the communication with the spirits. Nowadays, all the transformation is starting in ourselves. So why do we have difficulty to comprehend the delights of heaven? Because we can only speak of what it knows. We have only faced pain and misery as we are still light evolved. We have not glimpsed the splendor of more evolved worlds. As the human spirit evolves and purifies itself, however, we will comprehend the good that lies ahead as well as the evil that we have left behind. If you remember, if you have a chance to read the book called Astral City, you also have a movie called Astral City 2. When André Luiz discarnated, he went to a colony suffering before. There's a long story. But there's a point that his mom came to visit him. But she was already more evolved, much, much more evolved than him. And she couldn't stay in the place he was. But she sacrificed herself to come and visit him. And he asked, "Oh, why you cannot be here with me? I need you." And she said, "No, I don't belong here. I'm already more advanced. I cannot stay here with you." So when we go to the stage that we evolve much more, we understand those moments that we are living here as incarnated ones are very short. And it's worth to pass through all those pain, all those difficulties, because in the future, we're going to find a better world. So that's the reason we don't see, we never go, we never went to the beautiful world in the other side. So we don't know what's going on. We just know that here in the spiritual world around us, there's missing something here: expiation and personal responsibility. Example, laws of sight as karmic retribution for misusing vision or harming others. So we learn with the Spiritism and through the many different books. So sometimes the blindness lost the sign is a react of the law of cause and effect. Is an effect of something you did in the past. Probably you harming someone in the eyes. Remember that law of retaliation, eye by eye, teeth for teeth. So Jesus Christ came and brought a different law, a law of love. But it's still, like, if you hurt someone now or in the past, even though they forgave you and everything is okay, you still have that debt to pay. So something that you misuse, something that you hurt someone, one day is going to come to you. So teach moral responsibility and promotes growth. So with the Spiritism, we learn that what we do now is going to reflect in our future life. This future life can be next year, next 20 years or 80 years, but also can be next life, next incarnation too. So the soul may even choose its trials to evolve spirituality. So most of the time, the trials, sometimes we choose to redo the thing to pay. So to pay the debts that we got in a different incarnations. So as we learn, as I said before, we have been reincarnating for many times. So there's almost finalizing my talk. There's a book called Anthology from Beyond from Emmanuel. Is This Spirit Here? This is Spirits Here, and a psychograph by Chico Xavier. And the first message he comment is a message to comment about this chapter. And he mentioned the child is the future. No matter what you think, the child is the future. That's it. And with the exception of missionary spirits, the men of today will be the children of tomorrow in the process of reincarnations. The redemptive work of the new era must be in the soul of childhood. So what he's trying to show us, as you like or not, the future is the child. So if you spend more time, more attention to the childhood now, and you're gonna get in the next incarnation the same attention. So whether you like or not, the children is gonna be the new era is gonna be ruled by the new generation, like or not. So we have to spend time, we have to spend energy to teach the good things, because they're gonna rule the new era, the new world. So the spirits keep on saying that this new generation in 20, 30 years, we're gonna pass away, and they're gonna be on top. They're gonna rule the world. And he continued, it is perhaps for this reason that Jesus, on more than one occasion, expressed the sublime appeal, let the little children come to me. Here we do not see merely a symbol of tenderness. The Master was not displaying a merely accidental attitude amid the human landscape graced by children's smiles. He was in fact referring to the task for deeper and both time and space. He knew that for centuries the great issue concerning human beings would be shaped by the kids, the children. And with this great purpose, Christ exclaimed, let the little children come to me, and not simply come to me. His divine exhortation is directly at all those who have received the stewardship of spiritual responsibility within the evolutionary framework of the earth, so that they do not hinder the human mind from. So how important it is to not hinder the human mind from Jesus Christ, from his teachings. That's the mission that all the parents has. So let us care for the children as one who lights the way toward the future. Let us come in their company into the spiritual presence of Christ, and we will have renewed the meaning of earthly existence, helping to bring forth for joy of a better world. So Emmanuel finished this message, bring us helping to understand this final chapter. So final reflection, purity of heart is look like a moral transformation, not outward piety. The path of God is true love, humility, and responsibility. Blessed are the pure of heart, for they shall see God. And here we finish our explanation. And I hope you got something that can help you to understand. And the next time you're suffering for something, you don't blame here A and B or blame God. Just stop and think, where's the cause? Maybe it's in a different incarnation. If you believe or not, you're gonna see a very reasonable reason to understand that yes, we have many incarnations. So I'm gonna call Marcel, and maybe we have any question. Maybe we can help you to answer these questions. Hello, Marcel.
Hello, I'm back. Thank you so much for your reflections. It was a very good presentation. We have so many things to think and reflect and to put into practice, right? We do have um, some questions here for you. The first one is from our friend Rodrigo. Hey, Villar, because we have three Rodrigues in this group. So he's asking, why should we be grateful for suffering? And what happens if we do not accept suffering?
Very interesting. And this happens with us all day long, everywhere we go. So why we should be happy or grateful to suffering? So as I said before and came before, Jesus Christ taught us this. Be happy with everything that we have right now. Even though you're suffering, be grateful. Because if something is happening, there's a cause. And God that love us all is not gonna give something for us to suffer without reason. Sometimes we don't understand the reason, but
Mm,
that's important. And what happens if we don't accept? Is gonna suffer anyway. You cannot find like if you have a suffering that you go to all kind of mad doctors everywhere and you cannot find a solution. What are you gonna do? Some people give away, and unfortunately, they anticipate they anticipate their return to the spiritual world to different ways, like the suicide. But if you don't accept, you're gonna suffer anyway. But it's a difference that when Jesus Christ came, and I was talking about the new Christians, they
mhm,
suffering, they got in the circus to be food for the fears, for the all the things, all the problem that they had, they were in the prison and everything. They suffer knowing the new life, the spiritual life would be much better than the one that they had. So what happened if they don't accept is not gonna change anything in the world. You're gonna suffering and that's it.
anyways. Yeah, I was reflecting about your question that you did before, like if um, we are prepared to die for Jesus, right? I was thinking about that because I've been watching the series that I really love it. It calls The Chosen. So if um, the people who are watching us now or are gonna watching us later, if they have the chance to watch this series, this show, it calls The Chosen. It's very good. And I was thinking like, if I was like one of those apostles, I don't know if I was gonna be like different of them, because they were like just normal in regular people like us, right? They had all the facts and everything, and I was thinking like, oh my god, sometimes when like see Jesus acting there, and I was thinking, oh my gosh, if it was like me, how should I act? Like, I
I
don't
would
know
be
if I was gonna
different.
be prepared. Yeah, I maybe I was gonna be like doing the same thing or worse than them,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, that show is very important, but because they bring the Jesus Christ time, the Jesus Christ teaching, the Jesus Christ uh, life today, like we feel like we are in the same boat there. So we feel,
Yeah.
we see the apostle, we see the different people that Jesus Christ
Mhm.
cured, for instance, and we always thinking, oh my God, would be different if it was me. So, that part was still okay because the Christian didn't suffer persecution from the
Mhm.
Romans, from
Yeah,
anybody.
it's true. It was
So,
later, right?
but the question is the same. Are you prepared to die in name of Jesus Christ? So it's not very easy to answer this question.
No,
I
it
think
is
I'm
not.
not prepared.
I'm not. Yeah, it is not easy. It is not easy. I think it's a work in progress, right? We
Yeah,
need to like study. That's why spiritism is so important to study, right?
yeah. And one thing, Jesus Christ didn't ask anything. Like he didn't ask. There's a quote say, Jesus Christ teaching didn't ask us to go to climb the Everest. He
Mhm.
just asked one thing: love
We
one
want
another as you love yourself. That's
yeah.
it. If you do this, you don't have to go to the series. You don't have to die for. Just love one another
Yeah.
as you love yourself. So the message is very, very clear. Very clear.
And I have you one here, very like we can just comment. It's missing the E, even if
Uh,
done bad things in the past. Is it still possible to change now and have a pure heart? And how can I change?
very good, Marcel. Very good. I was when I was preparing this thing, and I was listening many different things, and there's one person say actually was what's a movie that showed this little part. The future is
Mhm.
not written yet. The past, you cannot do anything. It's done. You did something or you didn't, it's done. It doesn't come back. But the future, we are writing right now. Yes, we can change the future completely. Depend on us. So not long ago, I talked about in a different place. So some people that met Jesus Christ and changed the whole life. Like remember Paul Tarsus? He was persecuting the Christians, but in the moment that Jesus Christ said, "Paul, Paul, what do you want from me?" He changed completely.
Yeah.
We saw different people like Francis of Assisi. So he went to the Crusades. He was fighting for the land of Jesus Christ, and he got in prison. He came back home. He got sick and started listening voices, and he listened Jesus Christ talking to him. Say, Francis, go and rebuild my church. And he started the a time that's very important to us. So we have many different missionaries, and we have ourselves. So how many of us that came to a different religions because we are suffering, and there we found an answer and we change our life. So yes, Marcel, yes, even though we did bad things, that's the good thing about the Spiritism, to teach us is a consoler. Yes, we can change the whole future. And when? Start now.
This
You
is a
can,
hope, right?
yes, the hope, the faith that we can change. And the spirits came and showing here, like if I want to change the new generation, I have to start working with the kids right now. If I want to prepare my new incarnation, I'm gonna start with the new kids now, and maybe I can come back in a different way, in a different family, with love and care in the heart, and change the completely my future. Yes, Spiritism is the hope, is the consoler. We can change our future starting right now. I'm not gonna be a saint, but I can start. Okay, I can change the way I talk. I can change the way I was thinking about the justice. Now I understand this law of cause and effect. Some people say karma, but it's the law of cause and effect. If you do something, you get something. It's very, very easy to understand.
You
If
only
you help,
harvest what you sow, right?
if you help, you get help. So it's very, very understandable. And Spiritism came to show us this is not new, Marcel. This was Jesus Christ saying 2,000 years ago. And Spiritism came and brought everything back. Say, look, wake up. The, the future is in your hands right now. You can say, oh, I'm tired. I'm not going to do anything now. It's okay too. You don't want to do, it's in your hand. So we have, again, we have consequences. We do or you do not, we have consequences. And I hope this conversation, this reflection can inspire us. And wow, I think I want to study Spiritism with this group.
The link is in the chat, like to download the Gospel Cartoon Spiritism, and you can continue.
Yeah. So if you want, just want to understand, say, "Oh, I want to understand this thing, cause and effect. What is Spiritism? Spirits? So what is that? So come and study with us. We're gonna start in the fall, the new classes. So I hope you come and study with us and understand a little bit and face the life differently. And I'd like to say thank you for the opportunity to be here one more time and share these moments, share these reflections, and all these things that I said here is in the link, the Gospel according to Spiritism. You can read and learn. And even if you want to make questions, you can go to our transmission, make question, and we can answer after too.
Or
Okay.
send us like in private, right?
Yes, we can work together.
Yeah. Thank
Thank,
you so much, my brother.
thank you very much. Have a wonderful night.
You too. Thank you. Okay, so now we will move to the preparation for tonight's spiritual treatment. Pass is the transfusion of spiritual energy with the goal of assisting with our physical, emotional, and mental balance. Pass help us to restore a state of harmony and peace by replacing negative energy with health and positive energy. In order to receive the best benefits from passes, please follow the audio instructions or remain in prayer. You may close your eyes to help with mentalization. During the pass, the water you set aside will also absorb the spiritual energy that you and your family can benefit from. Now we will make a prayer in preparation for the pass, which will be our closing prayer as well. So I invite everyone to close your eyes if you wish and feel comfortable. Let's elevate our thoughts and thinking God, thinking Jesus. And let's thank for the opportunity to be here one more Tuesday, for the opportunity to learn, to study a little bit about Jesus' teachings. Thank you, Lord, for everything you have done to us. Thank you for your mercy, for your love. Thank you for all the things that happened to us, the bad and the good things, because as we learned, everything has a reason, and if God's law is the justice, the reason is the justice too. So help us to understand the suffering in our lives, help us to have faith, to have hope in the future life, help us, and we ask you and the good spirit to help us to inspiring us in our change, like in become a better person every single day, even though we do just little things, but little by little we will get there. And we ask your protection. We ask also for the all the names whose are on the vibration list. May all those people can be reached by you, and may your mercy, your love, your protection can reach them and can fulfill all their necessities. Once again, we ask you to help us, to bless us, our family and friends, all the people who are suffering now, the country who are in war, so countries who are in that are in war, may your peace and your love can reach them as well. So may you bless our week and our jobs, our house, and everything that we have to do. May everything be blessed by you, and you can stay with us, please, God, today and forever. So be it.
Let's get ready for the pass and water fluidification. Please get a container with clean water to be fluidified. Brothers and sisters, it does not matter where you are, what type of hardships you are going through. Jesus is always ready to come and help us. Place yourself in a comfortable position which can make it easy for you to reach concentration and receptiveness. Breathe slowly and easily. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Fill up your lungs with air and let it out very slowly. Let tranquility and peace energies penetrate your lungs and move throughout your body. Your soul in harmony with your body feels easy and in peace. Let's imagine Jesus' passage. A clear day, the sun's golden rays illuminate the happy passage in Capernaum. A lot of white houses, multicolored vines, and hopping birds fill the landscape with optimism. The news about cures attracted the crowd in need. Suddenly, Jesus appears slim and handsome. His tunic was hanging down to his feet. At sunset, all those with sick people hit by several illnesses would bring them, and as he placed his hands over each one, he would heal them. This is what Luke the evangelist says. Let's imagine Jesus approaching you. He holds his friendly hands over our head. Notice that from his generous hands, a waterfall with clear and pure water originated from his love come to bathe you. It flows on your head, goes down your shoulders, bathe all your being, and brings you peace, serenity, and balance. They remove all impurities and pacify you. Feel the water bathing you, cleaning. Breathe. Now, imagine Jesus as a sun before you. His light, His warmth surrounds you. Feel the healing energy that comes from Jesus towards you. He hears your prayers. Trust Him. His love is endless and it follows you and protects you. It provides you with everything you need. Have faith. Absorb the healing energy from Jesus. His light surrounds you. Feel the energy going through all your body. Feel stronger and in peace. Lord Jesus, our divine friend, reach out your generous hands, Lord, and change this water into medicine for our physical and spiritual illnesses. Protect us, Jesus, with your peace. Spread those vibrations of love throughout my home, Lord. May peace, health, and tranquility reign here. We are very grateful to you, Jesus. Stay with us today and forever. Thank God. Please remember to use the fluidified water.
Thank you for joining us tonight. We will be back next Tuesday here on Spiritism Canada and Continental Conference Americas at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, and next Saturday on Kardec Radio at 8 p.m. Don't forget to follow Spiritism Canada on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, and the Spiritist group Path of Light on Facebook as well. Have a good night and see you next week.
Hello, brothers and sisters of my heart. My name is Publio. I'm going to play and sing a couple of songs to help me, to help you, to help us to harmonize ourselves, to prepare for the Spiritism talk tonight. So the first song called Vibration, and goes like this.
Eternity.